Welcome to the itsmTV feature on SIAM, Service Integration and Management. It's the current topic of the moment. Lots of people are talking about it. The government has got some initiatives for the public sector in the UK to follow. Really we just want to try and explain it and identify some of the issues. So what is SIAM, Service Integration and Management? I think it's important to understand that it's about supply chain. It's about how organisations can actually run the whole end-to-end IT service process. And in relation to outsourced services, you may have a number of different suppliers that are delivering that. And the idea behind this is that that is brought together somehow. That there is ownership, governance and management, I think management is the key word there, of those services. So that it's not one person or one organisation trying to or having to deal with lots of different disconnected parties. All the parties involved need to be in understanding of the overall objective of the service and working towards that. I think one of the problems with it is a classic IT one. We come up with a nice acronym, SIAM, and expect everything to fit into a box. And of course, there's a number of different potential applications and ways of doing this. But essentially, I think it comes down to management and governance of the end-to-end supply chain process. So, it may be that a retained organisation manages a number of different suppliers themselves, or they may employ another party to coordinate and manage several suppliers. Or in some cases, there may be one of the suppliers is given the task of the SIAM, one of the suppliers actually manages the others as well. There's some interesting aspects as well. We seem to be seeing more requests for this from organisations, and also looking at other areas of IT like the development environment, that actually that needs to be managed end to end as well. But there are questions, I suppose, who manages the SIAM organisation? Who's in control of the governance of that? Is that something that just happens, or if that's given out to another organisation, who controls that? You could argue that this is what retained organisations should have been doing all along. So there's a number of different questions, but it's certainly something that's here to stay, I think, and is the next generation, the natural generation of outsourcing. And I think over the next few years we'll see more application of it, particularly initially in the public sector, but also across private organisations as well. So we've got some comments from a couple of people who are very much involved in the industry. Kevin Holland, who is involved in creating the standard model, an independent consultant, and also Steve Tuppen from a company called Mosaic, which is a new consultancy organisation specialising in SIAM.